Hello, my dear friends. I hope today brings you peace and strength. Tired all the time? What if it's not age, but simple dehydration? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'll reveal a quick, science-backed hydration tweak that can lift your energy, sharpen your focus, and have you feeling years younger starting today. 2. The problem: why hydration gets harder after 60. First, your water bank account shrinks. Between 20 and 60 years old, total body water hovers around 60% of body weight. After 60, that average slips by roughly 5 percentage points, mostly because we trade metabolically active muscle for fat, which holds far less water. One 2025 review found men drop from about 62% to 57%, and women from 55% to just over 50% of body weight in water. Second, the kidneys lose their concentrate function. Think of your kidneys as sophisticated filters. With age, they clear waste just fine, but they struggle to hang on to water-saving hormones like vasopressin. The result: more dilute urine, more trips to the bathroom, and a slow drip of fluid loss even while you sleep. Third, the internal drink now alarm goes quiet. A 24-hour dehydration trial at UCLA showed that healthy older adults felt significantly less thirst and reported less mouth dryness than younger participants after the same water restriction. In simple terms, the gauge on the dashboard stops lighting up red even when the tank is near empty. Quick stat that matters: blood tests of adults is greater than or equal to 70 reveal that 4 in every 10 already meet clinical criteria for mild to moderate dehydration on an ordinary day. The energy connection: why just water feels like a recharge. Water is the medium that keeps blood volume and therefore oxygen delivery high. Every 1% drop in plasma volume can cut muscular endurance by 5 to 10%. When your circulating volume dips, fewer red blood cells reach your muscles and brain. The result? That familiar low battery fog, heavy eyelids, slow thought, and a lead where your get up and go used to be. In short, aging turns hydration from a background process into a daily performance variable. Ignore it, and fatigue becomes your default setting. Master it, and you reclaim hours of usable energy without a single extra supplement. 3. Hidden causes and subtle signs: when dehydration sneaks in quietly. Now here's the part most people never hear about. You can be dehydrated without even realizing it, and the culprits often aren't what you'd expect. Let's start with your medications. If you take a diuretic like furosemide or hydrochlorothiazide, or even a gentle laxative or blood pressure pill, there's a good chance it's quietly pulling water from your system. These medications are designed to flush out excess fluid, but in older adults, they can tip the scale too far. In fact, research shows that seniors on diuretics are almost twice as likely to be diagnosed with dehydration compared to those who don't take them. And here's a practical tip you can try today. If your medication schedule allows, talk to your doctor about taking these pills earlier in the day. Many people see a big difference in overnight fluid loss just by making this simple change. But it's not just medications. Chronic health conditions also play a role. If you live with diabetes, frequent diarrhea, or heart failure, your body tends to burn through water at a faster rate. A 2023 study found that adults with multiple chronic conditions had significantly lower hydration levels than their healthier peers, sometimes by more than a full liter each day. And then there are the environmental traps, the ones you don't even notice. For example, dry, air-conditioned rooms can bring indoor humidity below 30%, drying out your skin and lungs without a single drop of sweat. Strong fans during a heat wave? They may feel refreshing, but they can actually speed up dehydration by evaporating sweat before it even cools you down. And let's not forget long-haul flights. The air inside an airplane cabin is drier than most desserts. You can lose up to half a liter of water during a single cross-country flight. Now, how do you know if dehydration is creeping in? Sometimes, the signs are so subtle that they're mistaken for normal aging, but they're not. If you feel constantly tired without reason, it might not be your age. It might be lower blood volume from dehydration. Less fluid means less oxygen reaching your brain and muscles. Nighttime leg cramps could be a red flag too. When your electrolyte balance is off, it can irritate your nerves and muscles, causing those sudden jolts that wake you from sleep. Ever feel lightheaded when you stand up too quickly? That could be orthostatic hypotension, a drop in blood pressure from low fluid volume. It's more common than you think after 60, when blood vessels become less flexible. A dry mouth or sticky feeling on the palate, especially when you wake up, signals reduced saliva, a direct result of dehydration that also decreases appetite and taste sensitivity. Take a glance at your urine. If it's dark amber rather than pale yellow, your kidneys are working overtime to concentrate waste in a smaller volume of fluid. A racing heart or mild palpitations? Your heart may be compensating, pumping harder, to make up for the lower volume of blood. And finally, one of the most overlooked, mild confusion or foggy thinking. Dehydration can disrupt the delicate balance of sodium in your brain, changing how neurons fire. In fact, it's one of the leading preventable causes of visits in adults over 70. Here's the key: these aren't random symptoms. They're your body's early whispers, long before thirst ever speaks up. And the good news? You don't need a fancy supplement to correct this. Sometimes a simple glass or two of water, especially with a pinch of sea salt or added electrolytes, can bring your body back into balance in under 30 minutes. Up next, we'll look at exactly how much to drink, the best ways to add natural electrolytes, and simple daily habits that make hydration effortless, even if you don't feel thirsty. Let's keep going. Quick note, my friends. This video is for informational purposes only. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any medical condition. If you're experiencing persistent fatigue, dizziness, or other health concerns, please speak with your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional. Your well-being deserves expert attention, and this channel is here to support you with trusted guidance, never to replace professional care. 4. Practical solutions. Rehydrate and re-energize. Now that we've uncovered the hidden causes and signs, let's talk about what you can do today to start feeling better, naturally, safely, and sustainably. Personalized fluid goal. How much water do you need? One-size-fits-all hydration advice doesn't work, especially after 60. That's why your water intake should be based on your body weight, activity level, and health status. A simple general formula is this: 30 to 35 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight per day. That's about 1 to 1.2 ounces per 2.2 pounds. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, that's roughly 7 glasses of water. But again, this is a starting point. If you're on medications that increase urination or have kidney or heart conditions, always adjust based on your doctor's guidance. And here's something crucial. Don't try to drink it all at once. Your body absorbs water much more effectively when it's spread out throughout the day. Sipping steadily instead of chugging keeps your hydration levels balanced and your energy more stable. Electrolyte balance. Don't just drink water. Here's a secret most people miss. Drinking plain water alone isn't always enough. Without the right minerals, you might end up flushing out even more electrolytes, leaving you just as tired as before. That's why I recommend adding a pinch of sea salt or a splash of electrolyte-rich drinks, especially if you're sweating, taking diuretics, or dealing with low blood pressure. But skip the sugary sports drinks. Those can do more harm than good. You can also get hydration from high water content foods, which add minerals and fiber at the same time. Try fresh cucumber slices, watermelon or berries, bone broth, rich in sodium, potassium, and amino acids, Light soups or herbal teas. These can be especially helpful in the morning or as part of a light evening meal, gentle on the stomach and great for recovery. Daily routine hacks. Make it automatic. Now let's make all of this easy. The key is to attach hydration to routines you already do every day. We call this habit stacking, and it works wonders. Start with a glass of water before every meal. Not only does this improve digestion, but it also sets a natural rhythm for fluid intake. Add one after every bathroom break. It's a perfect cue. When you lose, you replenish. Use a bottle marked with time goals. Seeing the progress helps you stay motivated throughout the day. Set gentle reminders. A simple phone alarm or hydration app can nudge you without being annoying. Remember, you don't need to feel thirsty to drink water. If you're over 60, by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already playing catch-up. 5. Check and act, monitoring and myth-busting. Let's wrap this up with some simple ways to check your hydration at home. No fancy equipment, no guesswork, and clear up a few myths that might be holding you back. The urine color check. One of the easiest ways to know if you're well hydrated. Just look down. If your urine is pale yellow or light straw, you're in a good zone. Amber or dark yellow, you likely need more fluids. Almost clear, you might be overhydrating and flushing out minerals. This isn't perfect science, but it's surprisingly accurate as a daily check-in, especially in the morning. Watch for sudden weight changes. Your body weight can also offer clues. If you notice a fluctuation of more than 2 pounds, around 1 kilogram in a single day, and you're not eating differently, it's often due to fluid loss or retention. This matters even more if you're on diuretics or medications that affect water balance. The blood pressure tilt test. Here's a test you can try at home, gently and safely. Sit or lie down and relax for a few minutes. Take your blood pressure. Then, stand up slowly, wait about 60 seconds, and take it again. If your systolic pressure drops by 20 points or more, or you feel lightheaded, your body may be telling you it's short on fluid. Of course, if you have a history of dizziness or heart conditions, always do this under medical supervision. Now, let's clear the air. Hydration myths that need to go. Caffeine dehydrates you. False. Moderate coffee or tea is actually hydrating. Yes, caffeine has a mild diuretic effect, but the fluid content far outweighs it. Everyone needs 8 glasses a day. Not quite. Hydration needs vary by body size, health conditions, and environment. What you need is a personalized, steady intake, not a fixed number. I only drink when I'm thirsty. After 60, thirst isn't reliable. Many older adults are already dehydrated before the thirst signal even shows up. That's why proactive hydration matters. Your body is talking to you, gently, consistently, through your energy levels, your cravings, your clarity. And often, the message is simple. Please, just give me water. So today, take a moment, pour a glass, and begin reconnecting with one of the most powerful and overlooked health practices we have. Because sometimes feeling better starts with something as simple as a sip. A real-life shift, Mrs. Johnson's story. Let me share a quick story, one that might sound familiar. Mrs. Johnson, a 68-year-old retired teacher, had been struggling with mid-afternoon fatigue for months. She wasn't sleeping poorly. She wasn't skipping meals. But every day, around 2 or 3 p.m., her energy would crash like clockwork. After speaking with her doctor, she made 2 simple changes. First, she moved her diuretic medication from late afternoon to early morning. Then, she added just 600 milliliters, about 2.5 cups of extra water to her daily routine. Spread evenly throughout the day. Within a week, something shifted. Her energy after lunch didn't just improve, it returned. Her mental clarity was sharper. Even her digestion felt smoother. No supplements, no new diagnoses. Just better. timing and consistent hydration. Sometimes it really is that simple. My dear friends, if anything you've heard today made you pause, if you found yourself thinking, that sounds like me or someone you love, then maybe this wasn't just a video. Maybe it was a reminder, a gentle nudge from your body asking for something simple, something essential. Water doesn't just hydrate the body, it wakes up the mind. It soothes the nerves, it clears the fog. And especially after 60, it becomes a quiet ally in your daily well-being, if you let it. So here's what I ask. Take what you've learned today and try just one change. Then, share this message with someone you care about. A parent, a neighbor, a dear friend who's always tired and just chalks it up to getting older. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation. And sometimes that conversation starts with you. If you found this helpful, tap the like button. It lets me know these topics matter to you. And if you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe for more simple, science-backed ways to support your energy, digestion, and overall vitality, especially after 60. If this video brought you value, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. Click like, share this with someone over 60, and let's keep spreading truth that heals from the inside out. Until next time, stay well and stay hydrated.